So what does inner peace feel like? Good morning, my friends, and welcome back to another video here, answering the questions of the subscribers. This question came in, and I just liked the idea of it because the question was really a beautiful one in regards to someone saying they have inner peace and they want to know what mine feels like. So let me just read it as it was. She starts out with, "As you grabbed your big mug of coffee, I was downing mine also," with a great laugh. I love that. Then it says, "Can I ask you what your own inner peace feels like? I have inner peace, but I have never asked anyone else how theirs feels." First of all, thank you for this comment, because it always makes me feel good when someone's telling me that they found inner peace, because it means they found their truth. It found their space. Peace. What is peace? Peace is a state of mind. You know, the story I often tell about Mother Teresa, not going to anti-war rallies, have a pro-peace rally and I'll come. When you are in the state of peace, inner peace, you don't have to hold air in your body. And I don't mean don't breathe. We have a primal response in our body where we store air when we're in fear. Being in the physical is a state of experiencing our separation from Source. God is love. And that the feeling of that separation is fear. It's the fearful feeling. And what happens when we have the fearful feeling is we draw air into our bodies to have a reserve to run fast. That's the primal reason why we do it. When you walk through life with no fear, and you're just feeling ease and comfort and grace, and you go to the grocery store with a smile on your face, and you drink your cup of coffee, and you just love the flavor of that. You get up from your living room chair and you wander into your video studio like I'm doing this morning, and I sit down and I start reading. I'm not focused on anything negative. I'm not focused on how bad the world's going to be. I'm not focused on not having enough money. I'm not focused on people not loving me. I'm not focused on any of that. They don't even come into my existence. They don't even come into my thought process, because I am fearless. I'm without fear. And inner peace is totally fearless. Inner peace is totally present. All transcendental experiences have two things in common. One, they're completely present, and two, they're completely fearless. And the more you can be fearless and present, the more inner peace you'll have. Because fear itself is not rooted in your present moment. Fear in the present moment is just a simple reaction. It's an emotional reaction. But what's it reacting to? It's reacting to past experience and focus on a negative outcome in the future. Because if you were focused on the positive outcome in the future, you wouldn't be afraid, right? So it depends on you being negatively focused. It depends on negatively focused uncertainty. When you step into the place of being a co-creator with God and realizing that you are bringing your experience into your life, you have no fear, because you know that as a co-creator, you are joyfully creating. You're happily creating. You're creating a space of just ease and grace. And to me, my own inner peace, when you see me laugh on the videos, that's just an expression of my own inner peace. When someone says something mean or harsh to me and I laugh about it, it's not because I'm negating them. It's because I'm very comfortable in who I am. And that's inner peace. I don't worry about what people think of me, because if they're thinking bad things of me, it doesn't matter. That's their problem, right? That's my own inner peace. That's their choosing. I remember when I was working at landscaping in college, and I was working with a bunch of bodybuilders, and one of them was a real butthead. He really thought his poop didn't stink, right? And he didn't like that I was a funny guy and liked to joke and play, and he used to just tell people how much he hated me, and I couldn't figure out why. And later on, I figured out it's because I didn't fit his model of what I should be. In other words, I wasn't the Adonis-like bodybuilding figure who only cared about his body and did all that. And so he didn't like that I was enjoying life. And so it really bothered him. It really upset him, right? In other words, he wasn't enjoying life. He had no inner peace. And even back then, I had more inner peace than him. I had my struggles back then as well, but I was much more myself and much more authentically me. And you have to remember, when you're authentically you, the people who cannot resonate you will go away, and the people who will absolutely adore you will come into your life. Because that is really it. You have to show your authentic self. And your authentic self is inner peace. Because when you are truly free to be you, inner peace is that freedom. It is that feeling. I often tell people they should be unapologetically authentic. Be unapologetically authentic. Be you to your fullest. And no matter what it is, right? If you're a butthead, be a butthead, right? Although one of my favorite things I heard someone say when I had my membership group, which, by the way, Marcy from Spirit Maybe Do It has continued that membership group. But if you're looking for a community of like-minded people to talk to every week, I suggest you go over to Spirit Made Me Do It and join her membership group, because they're an amazing, loving group of people, and you can go and hang out with them and have beautiful experiences talking about anything without any judgment on you. But there was a person who was in the group, and she no longer was. She ended up leaving, but she says, my spirituality is really simple. I said, really? How would you describe it? She says, don't be a jackass. And I was like, well, there you go, right? And that, if that's who you are, that's great. Live into that authentic self. And I love that. Live into your authentic self. And the more authentic you are, the more you are, without the fear of judgment, without the fear of people thinking you're not as good as them or whatever. That's theirs. That's not yours. Be you. Be you to your fullest. And then you'll find the inner peace that you're looking for. For me, I smile every day. I laugh every day. I very rarely cry. And when I do, it's usually out of joy. Well, the Christmas season's here. White Christmas and It's a Wonderful Life. I will be bawling my eyes out. Right? Is that manly? I don't care. That's my authentic self. There's an episode of the old TV show West Wing. It's called the Drummer Boy episode, where it's Christmas, and one of the characters actually arranges for a burial of a homeless veteran. I can't make it through that show without crying, right? But that's my authentic self. I don't care what anybody thinks about that. I'm allowing my emotions to flow easily. But the more I become authentic to myself, I have less negative and far more positive. Inner peace is truly about you being you and not trying to live into somebody else's expectations of you. So for me, it feels great. I don't think about negative things. I walk through my life. When negative things come up, I laugh at them, because that's not my world. That's their world, right? So that's my thought on inner peace. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.